Stuttering John in here. Stuttering John, hero of the stupid. We sent him out to a modeling. It was weird. Those three models, Elle Macpherson and the other two, Claudia Schiffer and Naomi Campbell.
Yeah.
Hero of the stupid. All three girls, total IQ 70, I believe. Is that right, John? They asked the question?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. It's not a problem with their ability to learn. They've just never had to.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't even believe they really... I don't even think they own the restaurant. This is my guess now. I'm not saying this for sure, but I think
I'm sure you're absolutely right.
I think what
they'll
happens
probably pay them for their name.
Yeah, I think they get a percentage just by showing their face.
I don't even think they get a percentage. I think they get paid a fee. No. I think no, because first of all, their agents wouldn't let them do that because, you know, in the restaurant business, it's all cash and everyone hides at the profits anyway.
But if, you know, they're not just doing one restaurant. They're going to do a whole chain.
Yeah.
Much like Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, the three of them, they're going to brainstorm and make a chain.
Well, they're not.
Right,
but
exactly.
That's why I say they might want a percentage since they're, you know, doing that same kind of tourist thing.
For every new restaurant, they'll get paid a fee to show up there and stand around and look good.
Well, you said that about Arnold and Sly and Bruce.
And I was right.
They have percentages.
I don't know what their deal is, but they don't really own it.
They don't own it outright, no, but they have percentages.
I don't know what they have. I don't know exactly how it works. I think they get just a flat fee, quite frankly.
All right.
But anyway, there's no way in the restaurant business to tell what the percent. It's almost as bad as the book business. You'll see. Oh, yeah, you sold a lot of books. How many? Well, we don't know.
Well, not that many.
Yeah.
Not so many we have to pay you.
Right. It's not that easy to tell. I mean, you know, you can't just know overnight.
Well, you knew how many you printed.
Right.
How many are gone?
Still waiting for it to be paid for his book. All right, anyway, so John went over there, and, of course, just to review here, we played this before, but I'll play it again. What the hell, it's funny. John's at a press conference first, and then later that night he went out to the restaurant, actually, and stood out there and tried to corner celebrities. But first, here's John at the press conference interviewing the models, and John gets thrown out, of course.
What?
Here's the models answering.
Big cities, mostly like London and Chicago and Berlin.
They're laying out the big plan.
Yeah.
Berlin, Chicago, London. Of course, Berlin because one of them's German.
London because one is British.
And Congo because one of them's black.
Oh, stop that.
Yeah,
Elle Macpherson is Australian, and Naomi Campbell was born in Great Britain.
Yeah, but the other models don't know what Great Britain is. They see a black woman, they go, oh, in the Congo. You know.
Sorry, the original proposition that was put to us by Tommaso was obviously starting in New York City, and I think...
By Tommaso. The original proposition put together by Tommaso. Tommaso.
The original proposition put together by Tommaso in New York City.
Yeah, it's like, what language is that? Affected language.
The original proposition put together by Tommaso.
If those broads weren't good looking, no guy would pay attention to her. And she wouldn't even be talking like that.
The original proposition put together by Tommaso.
Could you spare a dime, please?
Who is Tommaso?
Yeah. Fred's talking over there. He's doing a whole show.
Well, you're talking about models. He's got to get into
I know.
this
Fred, please. It sounds like a gangbang in here.
Your pleasure.
All right. I can hardly think anymore. Everyone is talking. I don't know. But they got a proposal going, the Tommaso.
I think I might have met him, too.
Oh, Tommaso?
Yeah.
Tommaso was there?
Yeah, because there was a bunch of famous designers there.
His real name was Tomato, I think.
The fact that we've been able to obtain Rockefeller...
The fact that we've been able... The fact that we've been able to meet with Tommaso. Able. How do you see A-B-L-E and say able?
The center is really a wonderful way to start. We were looking at Chicago, of course.
That's Naomi
London,
Campbell, right?
Las Vegas, Australia, hopefully. Asia, of course.
Girls, how do you answer the charges that most models are self-absorbed, self-centered, narcissistic robots?
We don't answer.
No order on the list. Who's smarter, Christy Brinkley or Forrest Gump?
You are Forrest Gump.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Were they really pissed?
Well, yeah, I'm like...
You're Forrest Gump.
You know.
What a comeback.
You're Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay.
We got you.
We got you, you dummy.
I think she was saying you or Forrest Gump. She was making she was asking a different question.
We'll never know.
With the supermodel.
You don't realize we're supermodels. We're supermodels.
Yeah, they're matching wits okay.
Well, it's only John.
Yeah.
They don't feel that intimidated.
It was very odd. I thought it was a joke at first. It was a bomb scare when we were at Regis and Kathy Lee. Now, I've decided it must be someone from Planet...
Big dumb girls going to Regis and Kathy Lee.
Oh, we were at Regis and Kathy Lee.
It was a bum scare.
A bum scare. A lot of bums came into the building. And we had them thrown out because we're supermodels.
I can hear the wind whistling through their ears on this tape.
You're jealous. You're so angry at this.
I'd love to get Elle Macpherson.
You should have seen her that night.
Oh,
God, she's
what a doll, huh?
barely wearing anything. Her
Oh,
body,
man.
so thin, no fat.
No cellulite.
Nope.
That's the way an ass is supposed to look.
Yep.
Oh, man, what I do to her. Of course I'm angry.
She's tall.
How tall you say she is? 6'1"?
6'1".
Oh, I need that.
You need that.
I need that so bad. I'd break my marriage vows for her.
Well, she's not knocking at the door.
No, that's for sure. They get one look at me. Nobody gonna answer my call.
If you weren't married, you could get them, though, I'm sure.
Think so?
Yeah.
Think I could get an Elle Macpherson?
Definitely.
What, 'cause I'm a disc jockey? I don't know, man. I think you gotta have a lot of money.
They make a lot of money.
Yeah. They don't have to date ugly guys.
Hollywood just decided they did not want us getting with friends.
I'm all giggling.
What happened tonight? I don't know.
Girls, have you ever farted on the runway?
Ever what?
Ever farted on the runway?
Would you like to come up here and make a complete fool of yourself? Are you from Comedy Central?
I didn't know we were
All talking all over each other annoyingly. Who even knows what any of them...
Would you like to come up here and make fun of yourself?
Okay, I'll come up there and make fun of myself. Is that what you said? Would you like to come up there and make fun of yourself?
So, but
Make a complete fool of yourself.
I didn't really understand it either.
Yeah, you should have gone up there.
But I couldn't have. There was like this big. It was a big like. It was very high up. It was like.
I didn't hear you, Al.
You should come up here and make a complete fool of yourself, not just half a fool of yourself.
I'd rather be here. I'm a patsy.
What? Why?
Who said Potsy?
Oh, I said I'm a patsy, and then they started saying you're
Palsy.
Palsy.
You're
They're correcting your English. Well, here's John getting thrown out.
Why? I'm just asking questions. Oh, that's it?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. You're going to have to leave.
I love that feeble attempt he makes each time, like he's completely
like he
naive.
doesn't know what's wrong.
Woman comes over, hey, Schmuck, you're getting out of here. And he goes, why? I'm just trying to ask a question. I mean, freedom of the press.
You're going to have to leave.
You're going to have to, yeah, some annoying publicist.
You're going to have to leave.
Whole noise.
You're going to have to go now.
What? Why? I just said a question.
You have to be here. You have to leave now.
Yeah.
I love when John says, isn't it a press conference?
Yeah, you said a press conference. How's he say it, Fred? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean,
Not very nice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You're really
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, how do I get out of here?
Jordy, I want him out. I want him out.
I want him out. He said, how do I get out?
Bye.
Isn't that the most embarrassing part of it?
There's a number of embarrassing parts about the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
That's one of them.
You know, the three models are seething at this point, and John's like, well, what's wrong? I don't understand. It's like a retard. I don't.
They want to come down off the stage.
Sorry.
I want him out.
I want him out now.
I want him out now.
And then at times he'll say, oh, I have some nice questions.
Yeah, I like that, too. That's a feeble attempt. I have some nice questions.
Oh, those questions are bad?
I'm sorry.
I get my nice list.
Nice questions. All right, let's see. So you stood outside, and the first one you saw was Kevin Nealon, formerly of Saturday Night Live.
Oh, he's still there.
He's still there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
But I asked him your favorite question.
Which is?
Who are you?
Oh, right. That's a great one. That's my favorite question that John asks. Who are you? And it drives people crazy. Because every celebrity wants to think that he's well known.
I got to tell you a funny story.
Hi, can we ask you a question? They're Dexter K Radio. Who are you?
That's a good question. I'm looking for myself.
Yeah, hi, Kevin.
Kevin Nealon,
WXRK Radio.
Oh, boy, that pissed him off, huh?
Yeah.
No sense of humor there.
No, booming out, you know.
Who are you? I don't have time for this.
I got to tell you something funny.
Yeah.
You know David Keith, Robin? You know David Keith?
He's an actor.
Yeah, the actor who's in Officer and Gentleman. Well, they wouldn't let him in. The publicists were not letting him in. He's an actor.
Wow.
He goes, you don't understand something. I'm going in that door right now.
Yeah.
Like, no, who are you? I'm going in there now, and you're not going to stop me.
I'm in show business. I'm important.
Movies, and all the press is filming it.
That's when you should have shoved the microphone and said, who are you? Okay, this is Veronica Webb. She is a model who's also dating the guy from Def Jam Records. Russell Simmons.
She dates him?
I didn't know. No, because he showed up with somebody else.
Oh.
He showed up with a real...
Who's Veronica Webb, Fred?
She's a supermodel. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that she was the one with him.
Is she a supermodel, Fred?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
She was at that party. But
isn't she black?
Yes.
Yeah.
Barely.
Okay, here we go.
Barely.
Barely black.
According to Fred.
You see her, she's pale. Very Caucasoid look.
I'm darker than she is.
Yeah.
She's brown.
Cream good into the coffee.
What happened to her? Hey, Veronica.
Veronica.
Hey, Veronica. Hey, Veronica. Hi. Why are so many models so anti-Kate Moss?
I haven't heard that anybody's anti-Kate Moss. Have you?
Have you ever seen Kate Moss stick her finger down her throat after a big meal?
That's disgusting.
Can you spell Newt Gingrich?
Oh, hi. How are you?
Yeah, from WXRK.
No, are you studying, John?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'll be practicing. Wait, hold on.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Gingrich.
Oh, right.
I think I got it right?
Yeah.
You can't stop me. You're going to have to give me like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Name the Secretary of State.
You got me.
The first time John met up with her, she wouldn't answer any of the questions.
Yeah.
I guess someone told her who it was.
She answered one or two of his questions, then she got angry at him and said, "Oh, I'm a dumb model," and marched away.
So now someone explained to her who we are?
Well, at that point.
Yeah. Hey, she's hot. Maybe I could get her.
Well, I actually thought I had a chance, and because I get her.
Forget her. If you're getting her, I don't want her. All right, let me do David Copperfield. Then I got to take a commercial break because
David Copperfield is there.
Yeah, we got Charlie Sheen and a whole bunch of Elle Macpherson and RuPaul. That's Molly Ringwald. All right, just wait a second. So here's David Copperfield. He's dating Claudia Schiffer. He's the magician.
Yeah, what we don't have is that when I first tried to get him, I couldn't spit anything out.
He's the magician who's making like $50 million a year.
Yeah, that Vegas deal. If you can get in Vegas.
I should have studied magic. Why bother going to school? Why not just learn magic tricks?
You got Siegfried and Roy out there.
I know.
David Copperfield just cleaning up.
Instead of like I read about Andre Agassi. Mm-hmm. And his father raised him from the time he was 3 to become a tennis superstar. Like he was having him hit balls with ping pong paddles when he was in his high chair.
Right.
What you should do is like train your kid to be a magician.
Teach him card tricks.
Take him out of school. Yeah, because look what these guys are getting. I think Penn and Teller pull down about $15-20 million a year. And David Copperfield, Siegfried and Roy are in Vegas. I mean, you don't even...
They almost own the town.
Yeah, they're not even famous around here. If they came to town here, I don't even think anyone will go see them. But evidently they stand there in Vegas where people are starved for entertainment. I guess they're so burnt out from staring at the blackjack table.
Anything looks good.
Yeah, making a tiger disappear seems downright friendly. I'm going to buy my kids like top hats and rabbits. I mean, you have a better chance of becoming a professional magician than you do a tennis star.
At least there's nobody trying to stop you.
Yeah. Like I'm reading like David Copperfield now that he's dating Claudia Schiffer. Like, hey, what's she doing with him? Earns $50 million a year. Yeah, $50 million a year or something. Yeah. Hey! But I mean, think about it. What are the odds of becoming a professional magician? Probably 100%. If you really started studying it. How hard could it be? They build you the tricks. It's not like he does anything. Yeah, I mean, maybe you got to learn a little sleight of hand, but...
so you had to egg out your own little niche. So different tricks.
Yeah, my kids at 3.
Because David Copperfield hardly talks. It's not like a lot of personality there.
Yeah. And, I'd have my kids at 3, like, struggling to get out of straitjackets.
Buy a rubber sword.
Yeah, rubber sword.
In the boxes.
You'd be tying them up out.
Tying them up in their high chair. All right, here's David Copperfield. You were real nervous for him, huh?
Well, see, what happened was that I don't know if we have it. Is that the first time I tried to get him, I just couldn't spit anything out, so he walked away from me. So so then I just yelled this out,
I think the humor is that John couldn't get the word out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't...
Probably it's going to be more visual for the E! show.
Yes.
Here it is.
David, can we ask you a question with the WXRK radio? David? David, can I ask a question? Very good. Very good. Yeah, I'm sorry, David. David! David, over
here, please. David, over here.
You know what it is? John finally gets the guy, and then he gets so nervous he chokes.
I couldn't say one word. I got my question now, David. Come on, please. Come on, David.
Come on, David.
Oh, come on. David, come on. Can you make my starter disappear, David? He just walked away.
We disappeared.
Hey, Charlie.
And Charlie Sheen next. I got to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Yeah, it's as hot in here as the Sahara Desert. Every day it's a different temperature. Tomorrow it'll be freezing. That's why I get sick. I saw a report on the news. You know, one of those, hey, your building is killing you. I swear to God, they showed the ceiling tiles in one of these New York buildings, and it looked exactly like our ceiling tiles. They could have shot that piece right here. They said there's a special... They were talking about that. There's some school in New Jersey where the kids are all getting sick. Did you guys see that? You didn't see it? That's right. I forgot you guys don't watch TV. There's a school in New Jersey where, you know, it's one of those things like the building is making all the kids sick and the teachers sick. And I'm telling you, they shot the roof, you know, the ceiling, and it looked identical to this one. It's got all these little yellow stains all over it, and then on the grades, on the, what do you call grates, they've got like those big brown stains. And they're all getting infected from bacteria and stuff.
That's scary.
I'm telling you, that's how I got sick.
Sure it wasn't Ganji coughing all over you?
No, I don't think so. That's probably how Ganji got sick. We're in here every day. There's no ventilation. It's a closed area. It's a tiny little area. We should be doing this show in a...
We really should have some environmentalists come in here and check the air.
Does anybody do that? Like, who's the guy who, you know, blew the lid on that New Jersey story? Could he come in here and check the ceiling here and tell me?
Or who checks the air in planes? You know, those kind of people.
Yeah, we need one of those. We need like a competent Dennis Fung. Who can scrape this ceiling and...
Tell us what the heck we're breathing.
Right. I'm telling you, this TB, you know what? I could smell it. This TB,
there's hair on those grates.
There's hair, right?
Yeah. You could save those grates. That's how much stuff is hanging off of them.
It's actually forming human qualities. You could talk to those grates. I mean, it has hair growing on its arms. And the only ventilation we get is the stuff that blows through the crud.
That's it.
It is filthy. Oh, Jackie likes this.
They take
Jackie loves this. This is his favorite.
Air and make it dirty. You're right, Jack.
You know, you would think these people we work for with tons of money.
He loves when I start ragging on him.
Anytime you're saying, you know, that somebody should spend some money to do something that's not his.
Yeah. Jackie's house, meanwhile, probably has fungi all over the place.
How the hell did this one...
The house looks like a bomb hit it.
Never changes the filters.
I was over there. The place is like a wreck. Like Hiroshima.
Those mothers.
Hey, look at that! Look at that thing hanging off of there. Look at that! Look at that thing blowing in the wind. That's hair.
No, it's paper.
That's not paper.
It's a piece of toilet paper. It's like.
Really? What's toilet paper doing up there?
I don't know.
They had a wipe. But look at the big, thick brown. Put up the lights so the camera can get that. Turn on the lights there, John. You see those? Yeah, turn those on. Turn them both on. I don't know. Look at the brown. On the grates, look at it. It's like growing every day.
Yeah.
The other switch.
And we have toilet paper hanging off of there.
Remember when they came in and they put some new grates and they were real shiny and clean? Now you can't even tell which they are.
Yeah. It's like big giant.
Immediately they turn black.
It's like big giant skid marks. One of them looks like the face of Jesus, the actual stain. I'm pretty sure that this could be it's a miracle in here.
That's right. We could have somebody come in here and say, look, I have a sighting.
It's bleeding.
Weeping.
And you see how the white tiles are all yellow? That's what the Jersey school looked like. And they said there's a dangerous amount of fungi.
E. coli.
E. coli. Because I know when I leave here, I've got headaches and everything.
Look at how black the one is behind you.
Yeah, that's the one that I have the special. I have the special knowledge that that's blowing air all over me. See, I'm so under this thing, I can't even tell. Is it black?
Yeah, it's black.
I don't know. I can't even tell anymore.
I wouldn't doubt
turn on the lights. I don't want to see all the fungi. Anyway, let's get back to Stuttering John with Charlie Sheen. He's a dick, huh?
Well, no, I mean, you make your own judgment upon it.
Yeah.
You hear it. I mean, he looks kind of strange. I didn't realize how short he was. He's a short guy. He's got this like blockhead.
Yeah, he's like a muscle head now.
Yeah.
Remember when he was doing like cool movies like Platoon and
Wall Street?
Wall Street, yeah.
He was like a regular looking guy. And then I don't know what he did, but he pumped up or something, and now he's doing all bad movies.
I know, really bad action movies.
Yeah, and hanging around with Kato Kaelin. Yeah, that's real bad. Guy famous for living in a pool house for free. I'd like to know how this Kato Kaelin made money. I'm reading his New York itinerary. They were in the strip club. They were hanging out. Kato just
going to clubs, having night, after hours parties.
Kato just bought a 1983 Jaguar. I'm going, where is he getting the money?
Yeah.
I mean, I work really hard, and I don't know how these guys do it. It's sort of like a lifestyle thing. It's sort of like Ralph. Ralph reminds me of Kato.
I was going to say that, too.
Because for years, Ralph didn't even work. Like, once in a while, I'd employ him, but now he's got a steady job, and that's dangerous because he's buying cartoon art with his money. But for years, like, he didn't work or anything, and he always had an apartment.
Never worried.
Never worried.
I know.
And that's like Kato Kaelin. It's like, well, when you were living at OJ's, did you go to work every day? I don't know. Was he a waiter? Did
he make money from like Larry King, paying him to?
I'll never figure out, Ralph. After the Channel 9 show, right? And you didn't work for a couple of years for me. Like once in a while I'd employ you to do stuff, but
yeah. But before the Channel 9 show, I worked.
Yeah. What did you do? What do you do?
I worked on films, TV shows.
Yeah, but come on, what films?
I mean, I didn't make a lot of money, but I also didn't have a lot of expense. My apartment was like $400. I mean,
$400 a month.
Who can't make that? You can make that.
I mean, who can make that if they don't have a job? I mean, what did you do?
I was making when I work on a film, I'd get maybe, I think the best I did on a film was about $800 a week, and then if we had money left over.
But what were those films? I mean, you worked on one film.
They weren't great films. I did like Tales from the Dark Side. I did some stuff.
Did you?
I mean, it wasn't phenomenal. It wasn't like Aliens or something, but
yeah.
I kept
really?
busy, and
He always appeared to be free. He's like Kato.
You never called and he said, I'm busy, I can't do that.
He's the perfect pal for me. If I feel like going to the movies one day, he was like, sure, let's go.
Why not? Yeah, I'm ready.
I said, don't you have to work? He'd go, I had something booked, but I can blow it off.
or I'd get jobs that I work like, one day, and I'd make like, $500.
Really?
Hey, that's enough for a couple of weeks. I don't have to look for any other work.
Wow. And you'd be that relaxed about it? Like, wouldn't you get panicky once you got down to like $100?
Dude, I had like, at one point I had like $300 in the bank, and my rent was due, and it was like $400, and I was like panicking. I had like a cordless.
Did you sell tricks?
No, I had a cordless phone. I returned a phone and got like $200.
Oh, really?
Phone, yeah.
Well, there's always a way.
Yeah. So how does Kato do it?
How does he buy a Jaguar? That's like
I mean, I know now he's supposedly getting acting parts, but he hasn't really gotten anything except for that dopey show Jackie did.
So basically, what he's doing is exactly what Ralph would do. As soon as he got any money at all, he spent it.
Yeah.
And he's living somewhere, so that's a lot of your money right there.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't dig that guy, man. I don't dig the way he hustled that whole trial and got away with it. Well,
he wasn't really sure.
Did you ever see O.J. fight?
I would do that for you. I mean,
let me tell you something.
Like if you chopped up Allison, I'd be
right.
Like,
I don't know. Yeah, because you know what? He couldn't provide O.J. with an alibi. The guy let him live for free.
Yeah, I would have done better. I would have been like, he was sitting right next to me.
Let me tell you something. If I chop up Allison, you better have an alibi for me, pal.
We were watching a movie.
Together.
Yeah, you owe me.
All night, man. We were hanging out.
Yeah, you're my alibi.
You tell me what to say, man.
I thought O.J. was going to get up and bop that friggin' Kato right in the head when he said, well, I heard a big thump, and I don't know where O.J. was from 9:30 on.
Unfortunately, though, Kato didn't realize O.J. needed an alibi, and he'd already talked to police. See, that's where the screw-up came.
Yeah. Well, all I know is I would have taken that Kato, thrown him out a window if I was O.J. Yeah. Dude, I let you live for free.
Yeah, come on.
On my estate.
But here's the scenario. You find out Allison's dead. Howard's in Chicago. You don't know Howard did it. So the police come to you, and you go, I saw Howard about 9 o'clock, and we went to
he couldn't change his story,
No, but so you're already locked into it.
No, he was with me the whole time, and I dropped him off at the airport, and then he left, and then I picked him up when he came back.
Ralph, do me a favor. Just assume I did it, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what you have to say.
Right.
Don't say anything.
I was with you, Berryhead.
Well, he's going to get you put under the jail because he's going to say he was with you the whole time and took you to the airport, and then there's a limo driver outside.
Who's going to say the same thing?
I'll be the one who pays the guy off.
Well, here's Charlie Sheen. Enough of your plans.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I'm not killing anyone. I don't need your alibi. I'm not going to depend on you.
Bloody gloves.
Bloody gloves. All right, here's Charlie Sheen.
Hey, Charlie, XRK Radio. OJ, guilty or innocent?
Absolutely 100% guilty as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, Charlie, how do you think of Howard Stern?
Absolutely 100% guilty as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, come on, Charlie.
I gotta go inside and check out the competition, you know?
You got all the models, huh, Charlie?
You know, whoever shows up, right?
He doesn't like me because he thinks I broke up him and his girlfriend.
Who was that?
No, his dad broke that up.
Yeah, well, he somehow is tying that up with me.
Yeah, because you had her talking about it.
He was dating a porno star, Ginger Lynn, and she was on my show, and he was chasing around naked and stuff, and I don't know, somehow she was talking about Charlie Sheen, and
what she talked about was the fact that she brought girls home.
Yeah.
And Charlie didn't consider that cheating, so they were having this wild sex life. And Martin Sheen got wind of it, I guess.
Yeah, so Charlie freaked out. Like, that makes a lot of sense. He's mad at me. You know, he's got a girlfriend with loose lips, and it's me who's the problem. All right, here's someone called Daniela, Sports Illustrated cover girl.
Yeah. She's hot.
She's hot?
Yeah, she should be, with other models.
She should be with other models?
She should be like, with Elle McPherson or any of them.
She shouldn't be with them.
No, she should be. She's gorgeous.
Oh, she should be with them.
She should be a supermodel.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you. She should be with him.
Yeah.
Hi. Danielle, can I ask you a question? Are you a supermodel?
No, I don't think I am. Sorry.
Danielle, do you have special powers?
No, like a Superwoman kind of a thing?
Yeah. Next question up close here. Do you ever allow yourself to be photographed during your menstrual cycle?
Never mind.
Oh, sorry. What's the matter?
Who's the never mind guy?
What was the matter with that? What's the matter, guys? You editing me?
That's the job I want. Never mind.
Security.
Oh, really?
This is a security guy?
Why is a security guy around you?
No, they bring them in. They just there's like 20 of them, and he
didn't like that question.
No, so he decided to pull it.
Why is that such a big deal?
Why is a security guy determining what's a good question for her?
Well,
he's supposed to get her into the building safely.
Here's Patti LaBelle, the famous singer, who has a vocal range from like real low to
real
what
hard.
Dogs can hear.
Patty, over here. Hey, Patty, XRK Radio, can I ask you a question, Patty?
Hi, John.
How do you know me? Are they warning you? Are they warning you over there?
What are you yelling at her?
Because I wonder if they're warning her when she comes out of the car.
Was she wearing that giant hair that she has? Is that a hat or is that hair?
I don't know.
Was she wearing one of those like ice sculptures on her head?
No, she was normal hairdo.
Yeah, she stopped doing that.
Yeah,
she's a real good singer. But I think she's into that Psychic Friends network with Dionne Warwick, isn't she?
I don't know.
She's into you,
Is she?
Yeah, I was surprised.
Maybe she's not.
I don't think I've seen her on the Psychic Friends.
Oh, good.
I'm on the Robin.
Hey, you might see me on this first.
You can't talk to me, Elise.
Model's too skinny.
No, I'm just going to go and feed him now.
Patty, OJ, innocent or guilty, OJ?
I have no clue.
Be honest.
Honest to God, I don't. How do I know?
Why do you think blacks hate the Jews so much?
Hey, why did you say that, darling? You just think that way. No, nobody hates anyone.
You don't hate Jews at all?
Oh, come
I
on.
don't hate anybody.
I'm sorry, Patty. Do you like Howard Stern, Patty? Sorry.
I think Howard's pretty cool. He's all right with me.
Hey. Oh, I like you then.
Thanks, Patty. God, give me a
He
break.
hasn't done anything to me.
Thank you, Patty. Take care. Big fan, Patty.
That's cool.
You look great. Take care.
So the security guy was busting your balls,
Yeah,
and she said, "Hey, he didn't do anything to me."
Yes, and she was getting along. I could have had her for a while, but they insisted upon ripping her away from me.
Dude, where's your shirt? He just stripped down. He just took off his jacket.
You want me to have it?
Dude, you're fat, and you got
but it's so hot in here.
You got a Guinea T-shirt on.
Yeah.
And you're fat, and look at your belly sticking out.
My belly.
Take off your shirt.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. What happened to you? You used to be good looking.
I don't know, man.
Dude, you work out at all?
Yeah, I had been. Then I got sick, and
You must be real sick. I wouldn't be wearing a shirt like that if I was.
Well, it goes along with the ensemble, but it's just too.
It's hot in here.
The ensemble?
I'm surprised you're not hot with that thing.
I am hot, but I know enough not to take my shirt off. I'm wearing a little shirt too. He's got the build of a failed artist. The guy whose record didn't sell. That record sold, he would have been buff. All right, let's see. Here's Elle McPherson, famous model. I'm going through all of them. Elle McPherson.
Elle, are you a supermodel?
Am I a supermodel? No.
Do you have any special powers? Al, OJ, innocent or guilty?
Whoa, that's beautiful.
Tell us about the restaurant.
For Charlie Sheen, one thing about him, he's the only guy who can answer that question.
Yeah.
I've read an interview with him. He was real honest. The guy, I'll tell you one thing, the guy's no phony. He certainly he speaks his mind. I'll give him that. Remember that article I had?
It was in Premiere, wasn't
it? Yeah, it was pretty good. So good it destroyed his career, I think.
Right, nobody's talking.
Right.
We got to understand the scenario. There's like 20 reporters lined up, Howard, and it's like so hard to get anybody to come.
No, I understand. Okay, here's Naomi.
Good job.
Yeah, you're doing great. Here's Naomi Campbell.
Naomi?
No, it's value for money.
Naomi, why did you enter puberty?
What was her answer? When did you enter puberty?
Yeah, she didn't answer, and then people started. The security guard and me started arm wrestling for the mic. So but you'll see it on the E! Show. It's really funny because he pushes like would you ever do that thing with the bat?
Yeah.
Where you go on top of the bat to see who wins.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We just keep going on top of each other.
Oh man! So now they're really watching you.
I'm fighting here for scraps. I'm not saying that. I'm saying because you're monopolizing every girl.
Well, you know what? You have a relationship with these girls?
Oh, stop it.
Who's this?
This is Robin Carter from Fox. She's like a reporter, been on television. We are like vying for time, and she's asking about like financial questions, and so she's like monopolizing every girl. So we start fighting, me and her.
Is that interviewed you, interviewed you, Robin?
Well, I don't know if she's an idiot.
She's an idiot. She is an idiot. Oh, trust me. Listen to this.
So what did she ask you?
Oh, you didn't like that question?
No. I've heard about it.
Yes, she asked me if I wasn't opening myself up to criticism from people who would just say I was using my past to make money.
Yeah, she enjoyed having her father do that to her. She's revealing it just to make money.
But that's all she was asking these models, all about money. She's so concerned.
I wish her father would do something to her, and then she could write a book about it, and I'll ask her that question.
She didn't have to ever talk about it.
Right.
Get the hell out of here. You're lucky standing next to me.
Oh, I'm lucky. I'll smack you.
Smack me.
Yeah, I'm not going to smack you. Stop being an idiot. Come on, we're all fighting for like a piece of meat.
Oh, she's better than you. How'd you end up tangling with her?
Because she's right next to me, and we started fighting. Because she started saying, "Don't push me," and we started getting into it.
Yeah, it's a little tense out there. I've done that a few times.
Yeah, everybody gets very territorial.
I knocked a guy in the head when I was getting a Dan Rather once. I stood out on one of those things, and I was like, "Hey, Dan, rock and roll." What did I ask him again? I forget.
Something like, you like... I didn't know you were into good music. Oh, and he said rock and roll forever or something.
Yeah, and then I knocked this guy in the head, and he was ready to beat me up.
I swear, it's unbelievable. Like,
Here's RuPaul.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Rue, come on over here, Rue. How are you, Rue?
I always see you at these big events like this, huh? And this is a wonderful one. It's finally something for the girls, They've got Planet Hollywood for the big macho actors, And this is one for the sisters because the sisters are doing it for who? Themselves, okay?
Hey, Rue.
You're not an investor.
Well, that's next. I'm going to do my
Rue, do you go to the bathroom standing up or sitting down?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, man, where's his sense of humor? Supermodel.
Work it, girl. You better
work it.
Work it, girl.
Supermodel. One-hit wonder. Okay, so Molly Ringwald, this is the perfect person to ask.
Oh, boy.
The great question. I'm going to take a break, and then you can hear this.
Okay.
The question that I love the best is, who are you? So John did it to Molly Ringwald, and she's the perfect person to do it to? We'll be back right after this with that exciting moment.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Billy's got a good deal with his wife. Did you hear his deal?
What's the deal?
Billy gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning to come here, right? His wife, V, she's good looking, nice body. Wild.
I saw her for just a second yesterday.
Oh, was she up here?
Yeah, she was at the signing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Billy takes her everywhere.
I know. Well, she's like real, She's a firecracker. So he tells me when the alarm goes off in the morning, she goes downstairs, she fresh squeezes orange juice for him and makes his breakfast. And they're not newlyweds.
And drives me
Practically.
To the train.
And then drives him to the train.
So she gets up and is on Billy's same schedule.
Yeah.
He doesn't have kids, Howard.
I don't care what he has. I didn't have kids for 5 years. I didn't have anybody doing that.
He sounds like a donkey.
Yeah, that's true.
Allison always had a job, Howard.
He hypnotized her with it.
Oh, please. Does V have a job?
Yeah, she takes care of our business.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I don't want to get into that.
All right, yeah. V's job is taking care of you. So in other words, she doesn't bring in. In other words, you take some of your money and pay her. She doesn't get money from someone else and contribute. I mean, and add to the pool. She just redistributes.
You're just reworking the same pool.
The whole thing.
No. I know she works.
But the money comes from one
That's
source.
part of the job, getting up with me.
Right.
He won't say it.
Yeah, okay. Forget it. I don't want to get into it. I'm in the middle of this very nice...
I'm not very entertaining at this.
You know what? Do it in a funny voice and you'll be entertaining.
I'm dull.
You're dull in your regular voice.
You're right.
You don't even make sense in your regular voice.
I make no sense.
Put on that stupid, what's her name? Jacqueline Suzanne or whatever her name is?
Suzanne Plachette.
Suzanne Plachette. Put that voice on. You're funny. Hey, Jacqueline.
My wife woke up with me this morning. Oh, it was beautiful. She squeezed my juice.
Yeah, that's funny. Bathroom meetings with Billy are interminable.
Why? You see him in there a lot?
Oh, in his regular voice. Yeah, there's no funny little voices of Billy in real life.
Hi, Howard. How you doing?
Yeah, hi, Howard.
Hi.
Hey, Billy.
Everything's good. Yeah.
How's Ren and Stimpy?
It's over. And,
Yeah, great. Okay, I gotta go.
And Billy is real sensitive. He's like a sensitive guy.
Yeah. You wouldn't know it from the way he rips people a new a-hole on the show.
I know it. But the real Billy is
angry midget. Yeah.
Just tell me if I go too far or anything.
Okay, so here is... No, be quiet, Billy. Here is Molly Ringwald. This is the best person to ask, who are you? So John sees her out there. He knows who she is, but he insults her by saying, who are you? That's great, because she hasn't done anything in a while.
Hi. Who are you?
Hi. Who are you?
What do you do that made you famous?
What's that?
What do you do that made you famous?
I did a few movies.
What do you think? I'm John. What do you think of Howard Stern?
Oh, I know who you are.
So you shouldn't have used that question on her.
Yeah, I didn't.
That was stupid.
You had her.
You had her going.
Yeah, but what did you want me to?
I would have continued that. I would have said, well, like, what movies? I never heard of you.
I'm going to elaborate.
And then she would have said, some of her big films. You'd say, what part did you play?
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, were you the lead? I mean,
no,
go
don't
with
even
it.
say were you the lead. She'd have to say, I was the lead. Oh, you're kidding.
We put you on your... Then as soon as you say Howard Stern, she knows that you're goofing on her.
Yeah.
Well, I think I only have a second with her. I don't know how long she's going to stay.
All right, okay. Well, you should have said to her, hey, is OJ guilty, or...
Well, I'm going to get into a whole bunch with her.
Hey, isn't Molly Ringwald the girl that Gary swears he saw throw up in the street?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Hey, Gary, come in and tell that story. That's funny. Baba Booey was walking in Manhattan one day.
Wait a second. I didn't see her throw up.
Oh.
I saw her standing in a pool of vomit.
Oh.
But it was during one of those Halloween, those gay Halloween parades that gets completely out of control.
Gary was down in the Village during Halloween, and that's like really weird. What were you doing there, by the way?
I was with K-Rock. We were. You don't remember this? K-Rock got a bunch of listeners together, and we marched in the parade.
Yeah.
Everybody put on Sgt. Pepper's jackets, and we held radios tuned to K-Rock.
Right. Yeah, okay. So anyway.
Celebrating.
We're celebrating the gays today.
Whose idea was that?
So
this was at the height of Molly's, stardom.
Yeah, so Gary looked over and saw Molly, crossing the street?
No, she was just standing on the corner.
Watching?
Just standing. She was standing on the corner with a bunch of friends, I guess waiting for something. And I looked at her, and then I looked down.
And she was standing in vomit.
A huge puddle of vomit.
Oh.
So I walked over to say something to her.
Yeah.
And she gave me the big brush. She's like, not now. I'm busy now.
You were approaching her to get an autograph.
Right. She thought I wanted her autograph. I just wanted her to get out of the vomit.
It'd be funny if Sally Struthers was on her knees eating the big pieces. That'd be funny, or collecting them for people in Africa. All right, here's the continuation of Molly Ringwald.
Oh, I know who you are. How are you?
Yeah,
Yes, I did. Oh, big fan.
Thanks.
Have you ever made love in an airplane?
No. Should I?
Yeah, you should try it, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess so.
How's she look?
OJ, innocent or guilty? OJ, innocent or guilty, Molly?
Gee, I don't know. I haven't been following it really.
Come on.
I don't live in California anymore.
Oh, really?
No.
Where do you live now?
I live in France.
Why do you think everyone hates the Jews?
Does everyone hate the Jews? I don't think so.
Oh, like she never heard that before.
You live in France.
Yeah, come on. That's home of the Jew hating. That's Jew hating capital of the world.
Come on, you gotta know.
France hates the Jews. But we're the United States. We'd like to borrow your airspace so we can fly over and help the Israelis. Screw them. You remember World War II where we produced for the Nazis?
That's right. We made Jew crepes.
Yeah.
Please, we would like to do business with Saddam Hussein.
She lives in France and never heard that everyone hates the Jews.
That's a major indication that your career's on a crapper. When you're an American film star and you live in France.
There you go.
Well, apparently she's modeling now.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I...
How's she look?
She looks as good as she's ever looked, you know, as good as she looked in any of the movies, but, you know, she just doesn't turn me on, you know.
Really?
Does she turn you? I mean, I don't know. The pale red look.
I don't know, man. It's not my scene. I'm not into redheads.
I don't think so. Do you?
I don't
have all these questions written down.
I'm a really good-looking guy, so I'm particular.
You blow them off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an unusual case.
Cavalier.
I have an incredible sex life, and you know, I've had my choice of just about any woman in the world. So it's not fair to ask me.
She has nice lips, man.
Yeah,
she's got nice
lips. You used to talk about her lips a lot, the bee-stung lips.
Yeah, so does a mule.
Oh, come on.
Nice lips.
You know what I'll do? I'll sting Stuttering John's lips. I'll rub some honey on them.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me ask you a question.
You know, my dad loves your show.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Or I guess Howard wouldn't be very happy if I said that.
Well, that's cool.
I'll consider being in Howard's movie.
She sounds pretty nice, though. She
Didn't
seems
I tell
pretty
you
nice.
I once got some mail on the one of those bulletin boards from her dad?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
On a computer?
Yeah.
What do you want?
He just wanted to say he was a fan of the show.
That's nice.
Mr. Ringwald.
Fox?
Did I ever what?
Would you ever consider, you know, being in Howard Stern's new movie, Private Parts?
I'd consider it. I better go in.
Okay.
Nice to talk to you.
Thanks, Molly.
Bye.
Seemed pretty nice.
Good Lord, listen to them screaming.
For Molly.
There's more people at this event than like the Academy Awards.
All right, here's Kate Pierce from the B-52s, the lead singer. Yeah, I heard she doesn't like me.
Yeah, she had reservations.
Yeah, well, big deal. That band is weird. Especially that guy. He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Love Shack Baby!
Love Shack Baby!
Got me a car. It seats about 40, so come on and bring your jukebox money. Oh.
Surprise!
Hey, what?
That whole band scares me. Oh, man. That's like the Halloween parade.
Do the Aquavelva.
Yeah. Okay, pal. You do the
I don't know what
Aquavelva.
he's talking about.
Yeah. You don't want to know. You can imagine what the Aquavelva is. It's probably some sick, demented thing.
And the Love Shack.
And the Love Shack will do the Aquavelva.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. I think the B in the B-52 stands for bend over.
52
Hello.
times.
Love Shack, baby.
It wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster.
Yeah.
We were at the beach. Everybody danced.
Yeah, I mean, how many songs can you write about dancing somewhere, either in a Love Shack or on a beach or a rock lobster?
That's a group made for singles.
Yeah.
They should never do an album.
Love Shack, baby.
There goes the dogfish.
Yeah. What planet is he from? And what's he singing about? I want to relate to something, damn it.
Yes, over here. Come over here, please. Please. Over here. XRK Television Radio.
I think that's why Molly Ringwald moved to France. She saw him. Okay. Fred, what's his name?
Fred Schneider.
Where
are you going?
I'm out of here.
Rock Lobster, baby.
Rock Lobster, baby.
All right, so who are you now?
Oh, well.
Oh, everyone knows who Kate Pearson is.
That's demeaning to her.
Ooh.
I heard she was weird.
Yeah, well, check it out. Does she look
weird?
Yeah.
Is she the one with the big beehive on her head?
Yeah. No. She's the cuter one of those two.
What's she look like?
Well,
she ugly?
Well, in person, she's, you
look old?
She's aged.
Yeah.
But she doesn't look, I don't know.
Good.
Right.
I'm glad. Hope she shrivels like a prune.
I'm Kate from the B-52s.
Oh, the B-52s. OJ, innocent or guilty?
Stuttering John.
I haven't watched the trial.
What do you think of the Howard Stern show? You don't like Howard? Why?
Nah.
How come?
Because I'm not into Love Shack Baby.
Love Shack Baby. This is a perfect example. She can't comment on OJ.
But me, she
Boy,
can.
She's zeroing on you.
A guy who commits double murder, she won't comment on. This is Hollywood. This is why I could vomit whenever I have to go to L.A. I mean, seriously. It's a town
OJ
filled
off
with...
limits.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the people, the working people, the Hollywood elite are off their rockers. OJ, I can't comment, very nice guy. He's one of us.
And it seems to be the new thing to say you're not watching the trial.
Yeah.
Occupying high moral ground.
Yeah, I'm sure. All of America's watching the trial, but Molly Ringwald and Kate Pearson don't have time.
Right.
They're so
I'm
friggin'
not
busy.
watching the trial.
Yeah. They're so busy.
Why would you curse?
Would she curse?
I think she cursed, I think.
Would she call me an a-hole?
Maybe.
A-hole, baby. That's the tanning butter.
Yeah.
Rock. Rock Hudson. What? Rock Hudson. Rock.
Why?
Nah.
How come?
Yeah, I think she's an a-hole.
Why would you say that? I'm just curious.
What's that laugh? OJ's not an a-hole, but I am. Here's a woman. She can't. A guy who commits double murder. No one can stick up for Nicole and Ron Goldman. No one. No one in this whole country in Hollywood.
They are not capable of doing a project at this point.
Yeah. Don't want to hurt his feelings. Yeah, they don't want to hurt OJ's feelings. My feelings they're not worried about.
He seems really bigoted to me and not very...
Haven't killed anyone.
I just don't, and it's the kind of thing that you turn on the radio and all this kind of negativity enters in,
Yeah, it's not happy stuff like Rock Lobster.
Love Shack, baby.
Yeah, the most innocuous song that means nothing to anyone. Love Shack Baby. Why can't he just be happy and say Love Shack Baby over and over again?
I just kind of rather turn it off.
I hear you. Let me ask you a question.
Sometimes he's funny. I mean, I have to agree. Sometimes he makes me laugh, but
Well,
I'd rather not tune in.
Who do you think? Who do you think is a better figure, a 12-year-old boy or Kate Moss?
Kate, of course. Well, or a 12-year-old boy, or a 24-year-old boy, or a 40-year-old woman.
How much would it cost to get you to do lesbian-style photos in a magazine?
$1.
Really?
No. What is this for?
Oh, this is for the Howard Stern Show.
What do you think about that?
That's kind of wild.
I haven't eaten here yet, but I'm really proud of these models for signing agreements that they're not going to wear fur anymore. They've all agreed not to wear fur, so right on, girls.
Who's smarter, Christy Brinkley or Forrest Gump?
Who's what?
Who's smarter, Christy Brinkley or Forrest Gump? Howard Stern, he's funny, right?
I'm the only one out here.
Take care. Big fan.
Big fan. That's good.
He's a big fan of everyone.
Yeah. Well, he's got to say that. He's out there trying. Do I have time for John? Look what time it is already. It's crazy.
Oh, boy.
Do I have time for Jon Stewart? Is he quick?
Yeah, it's just,
Jon Stewart's that talk show host no one's ever heard of.
Isn't that already canceled, that show?
Well, that's what I thought, and that's what I asked him, and he said no.
I have a cousin. She's having a Sweet 16, and she really wanted tickets for, she needed like 4 tickets for Letterman, but Letterman's being such a dink that you can't get any tickets from him because he insists that the only tickets that go out are the ones that people send in for.
Oh, so there can't be any friends of anybody in the audience.
Yeah, that'll ruin that show. Can you imagine? You don't even see the friggin'
They don't
audience.
act like a real audience.
Right. So I can't get tickets from them. And then she wants some tickets from Saturday Night Live, and I'm sure they're not going to cooperate. So I said to her, how about the Jon Stewart Show or Conan O'Brien? She was like, who are they? So I was like, you're kidding.
Oh, boy. You
call over to the Jon Stewart Show, they beg you to bring your whole family. Don't you want 19 tickets?
Have a block party.
Yeah. Why don't you bring everyone?
John, over here, John. Oh, hey. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. Do you guys get canceled or what?
I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone's commenting on your questions. That's nice.
Yeah, they don't like me.
What? Don't you read?
Was she with a girl?
Yeah.
Was she hot?
I don't remember.
I hope not.
I don't remember who to be. Oh, I asked him about 20, I think.
All right. Yeah, supposedly he got Tony Katane.
I heard that wasn't true.
Let's hope not.
I heard it got canceled.
Yeah, it was around when Last Call got canceled.
I know. Hey!
Oh, your stupid show. He got you back.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Good answer.
I know. Gabby!
Oh, I'm sorry, well, you got fired before it got canceled.
Yeah, but you should have bet me.
I did bet you $10.
Well, then give me it.
John, who's your favorite girl? It's a 3.
I'm sorry?
Who's your favorite girl?
Are you dating Tony?
From Facts of Life. Is actually my favorite girl.
Are you dating Tony Katane? Be honest.
No, not
John, be honest. Stop lying. Come on, give me a scoop.
Why? I'm not.
Swear on your mother's life.
Oh, my God. That's the worst thing I ever heard.
Swear on your mother's life.
Yes.
He's dating.
No, I'm not. I'm saying.
Two idiots.
You two should team up.
That's a good show. All right, finally, here's the Wayans brothers. You know, the two black guys who started in Living Color?
Okay, the two that aren't the guys we know.
Yeah.
The guys with those, like, weird hair.
Keenan and Damon.
I guess. I don't know which Wayne. There's like 20 of them.
Yeah, but Keenan and Damon, you know. These are the two you don't know.
Right. So John, of course, asked them who they were, and I think that caused the problem. They were like, what, are you kidding?
Uh-oh.
You know, hey, look at us.
Hey, guys. Who you guys, man? Who are you guys? The Wayans brothers. Oh, yo, man. Come on up. Say hello to me, man. What's up, man? How's it going? OJ, innocent or guilty?
Hey, brother. I know his daughter, so he's innocent.
He's innocent?
I know his daughter, man.
That's how a lot of black people think.
I know his daughter.
I know his daughter's innocent.
Well, some of the people are saying, look how much he loves them kids. Of course he's innocent.
Well, you know his daughter.
Innocent to proven guilty.
Yeah, well, you know, do you think that it's... How do you think it looks? Do you think it looks like he's guilty?
I haven't been watching the trial.
No one's watching the trial.
What?
Yeah. Hey, dudes, Howard Stern, guys. Howard Stern.
And there you go. Just trying to get him back any way he can. All right, Stern and John, very good. We're going to take a break, Robin. Let's do a little news. When we get back, find out what's going on in the world, and we'll be back right after these words.